So Glitch finally did it. They've officially confirmed that episode 5 is coming soon, with the teaser message, "I think it's time we stop you guys waiting," and a super intriguing image to go with it. The teaser is dark and mysterious, and aside from the characters we already know, there's a shadowy figure in the back that might just be Dr. Football, the same one we saw way back in the pilot. Of course, Pomni's front and center, with Jax and Ragatha standing behind her. And yep, they're going to be the focus of this episode. It's clearly night in the image, and that eerie light, most likely from the stadium Kane teased back in February 2024. But what really caught my eye is how dark and grim the teaser looks. Maybe it's a metaphor for the long wait. Or maybe Glitch is teasing something way more disturbing coming in this next episode. And since Jax and Ragatha are the main characters this time, I've got a pretty wild theory about one of them. Specifically, about Darkseid. Who is Ragatha really? And why is she Pomni's biggest problem that could ultimately lead Pomni to the same fate as Kaufmo? What's Ragatha's true plan? From the pilot episode, Ragatha seemed kind, upbeat, and the most approachable character, a belief that grew stronger with each new episode. But episode 4 flipped everything upside down, leaving us unsure if Ragatha was ever genuine or if we'd seen her real self before. In this video, I'll uncover the truth about Ragatha, the role she plays in the digital circus, her connection to Pomni and Jax, who holds much more significance for Ragatha than you might think, and so much more. Our first section dives into the relationship between Ragatha and Pomni. Heads up, this video will feature more clips from TADC than usual, as they're crucial for fully exploring the topic and giving you a deeper understanding. Let's start by recalling the moment Pomni first arrived at the digital circus. Unlike the others, Ragatha greeted her with overwhelming friendliness.
Why can't I take it off? Where am I?
Let's just try to calm down. Everything's gonna be okay, new stuff. We've all been through this. You just need to get your head
What the is going on?
She also made an effort to speak as carefully as possible with Pomni, ensuring she didn't harm her psyche during such a surreal moment.
Well, how do I, leave?
Well, don't freak out about it or anything, but, we don't exactly...
That's when we all fell in love with Ragatha for her sincerity and kindness, without suspecting any hidden agenda, especially given the genuinely heartfelt conversation between them.
Or well, where we all sleep at night. Even though we don't really need to sleep, it's sometimes nice to kind of take a break from everything and have a bit of a routine, you know? I'm sure there'll be one for... Oh, look, you already got one.
Ragatha's next move was to evoke a sense of compassion in Pomni, aiming to gain her complete trust. The situation with the abstracted Kaufmo was the perfect opportunity, as Ragatha clearly knew Kane wouldn't abandon her, and it seems she had likely done this several times before. However, the most intriguing part began in episode 2, where her almost obsessive desire to earn Pomni's love and trust already raised some red flags for me.
Are you still sleeping? I'll let you get back to it if you are. There she is. Hope you're doing all right. I know yesterday was a bit of a doozy.
Doozy.
Oh, and don't worry about the whole abandoning me for the exit thing. It's perfectly understandable what you were going through at the time, and there's no hard feelings. You're all good.
And, of course, Ragatha's constant help and support only reinforced the belief that she genuinely wanted to help the newcomer adjust to the digital circus and even become good friends.
So, Pomni, I'm sure there's some way you could help out here. Maybe when we catch up to them, we could...
Be assertive, like this!
Hey! Jax!
Oh, what can I get for you today?
Oh, hey! It's Orbs Man! Oh, he's from a previous adventure? Before your time.
I want to see what your funny cartoon body does.
Hey, take it easy.
Oh, take it easy, that's you.
At this point, everything pointed to Ragatha being a genuinely sincere and decent character. However, after the release of episode 4, we finally opened our eyes to the truth. Let's go back to the beginning of this episode and take a look at how Ragatha went out of her way to help Gangle learn to play baseball. It even seemed sweet, right up until we heard that conversation between Pomni and Gangle.
Do you have anybody to talk to? Like, in regards to your issues? I'm sure Ragatha would like to help you out.
Oh, Ragatha. I love her, but after a while it gets kinda hard to tell how genuine she's actually being.
After that, my world turned upside down, and I started wondering, why did Gangle say that? What makes Gangle distrust Ragatha? Most likely, Gangle knows much more about her than Pomni does. With these thoughts in mind, I began digging, searching for anything that could point to Ragatha's deceit. Of course, chills ran down my spine the moment I recalled the scene from the beginning of episode 2. Remember, back in May 2024, this scene caused quite a stir, but many dismissed it as nothing more than a nightmare sequence. But why did we see Ragatha, Jax, and Kane as a trio seemingly delighted by Pomni's demise? It was obvious why Jax and Kane were there, but why Ragatha? And now we're diving into the more intriguing part, Ragatha and Jax. Right after episode 3, I noticed an interesting detail.
You know how men are. Always having the silliest priorities.
Don't I know it?
Back in October, I noticed this and even planned to make a video about their relationship, but decided to wait for a better moment. Pay attention to Ragatha's expression when she said those words. It was as if she had been his wife for 20 years, speaking with genuine kindness about how her man can also be cocky. If you rewatch all the episodes and focus on their interactions, you'll notice that they get along perfectly, if that's even the right word. This dynamic was already evident in the pilot episode.
Do you think pairing them up together is a good idea?
Of course I do. They're the two most mentally stable and...
Notice how almost everyone else has grown used to Jax's antics. They just don't care anymore. But Ragatha? She always reacts with a special kind of enthusiasm, almost as if she feels his actions affect her personally.
Help us out in return.
Hey, when did you...
Shut up, Licorice Hair.
You just... What, Jax?
What? I thought we were supposed to capture all the ghosts. Oh, hey, maybe I didn't leave the gate unlocked for nothing after all.
What? I thought he was dead. You still did that?
And even when Jax is upset, she's the only one who tries to cheer him up.
I'm so unbelievably disappointed right now.
Well, maybe there will be blood, death, and violence in the next adventure.
Ha 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 ha, how wholesome.
It all feels odd, considering how Jax treats everyone else and how Ragatha seems to stand for everything good and against everything bad. But when it comes to Jax, her emotions suddenly go into overdrive, hitting X100 compared to her usual behavior. And Jax himself? He's no better. We're used to seeing him mock others, but with Ragatha, it's different. Almost like he does it with a sense of marital affection.
Oh no! It looks like I've taken Ragatha and dropped her in the deep fryer.
Oh, no. We can't have anything like that going on around here.
Hey, Gangle, you should ram into him.
What?
You should not ram them. Pomni's still on board.
Do it, it'll be epic.
Why are there so many knives?
Can you move?
Yo, Jax. I, hate you, but I don't want you to hate me. Is that weird?
You're drunk or something.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't shown all the supporting scenes yet to avoid dragging the video out, but it's already clear enough that there's something more between these two than just being neighbors in the digital circus. I'm almost 1,000,000% sure that they're in a romantic relationship. And considering what kind of character Jax is, Ragatha is probably no better, especially after episode 4 revealed her true nature.
Why are you even the boss anyway? I feel like I'm way more responsible than you.
Well, if you underperform now, you might end up hurt later.
Hurt nothing. I'm hurt enough. Packages landing on my head, tea parties, dancing lessons.
You know, a team works much better when we're all giving it 110% instead of, 5.
No offense, but you're kind of annoying when you have your happy mask. Wait, is that mean to say? Ugh, you are such a grouch. Why are you always being a grunch?
Her words about Pomni only confirm that Ragatha isn't really the character who cares about Pomni, and she certainly isn't the kind of character who treats her with kindness.
What? Ragatha, where's Pomni?
Huh? Oh, she's flirting with the gummy guy, 'cause she'd rather be with an NPC than with us or something.
Well, that won't do.
I wish someone would flirt with me.
And since episode 4 fully revealed the dark side of the real Ragatha and set us up for something intriguing in the sports episode, we now realize that Jax and Ragatha are a perfect match. In reality, they both wish harm upon others. While Ragatha plays the role of a kind friend, Jax acts openly, and that kind friend role is needed to constantly support everyone, gain their trust, and in one moment make them think, could Ragatha really be that horrible? This could explain that scene from the beginning of episode 2, when, during the transformation into an abstracted monster, Pomni sees the ones responsible, and Ragatha is on that list. Perhaps Jax played a major role in this, because in relationships, people, or characters in this case, always influence each other. Or maybe Ragatha was always like this and made Jax the way he is. What do you think? Either way, for Pomni, this could end in a total nightmare, especially since now she trusts Ragatha.
Yeah?
I just want to say thanks for always being concerned about me. I feel like through everything, I haven't really been appreciative enough about that.
Oh, thank you, Pomni. I just want to make sure you're doing all right. You know, we care about you.
It's terrifying to think about what she could do, but the motives are actually quite simple. I'm sure that at the beginning of her existence in the digital circus, Ragatha was truly a kind and positive character. However, over time, she became increasingly bored and disturbed by the realization of the reality around her, and it was in this form of entertainment that she found her peace. Just remember her words in the conversation with Pomni, and it will all become clear.
Don't understand. About the adventures? Why even go on them at all? Why not try to find a way to leave?
Well, we usually do when we first arrive, but after a while you start to realize that you really can't leave, and constantly chasing an unattainable goal will start driving you a bit crazy. And eventually you get to asking what the point of anything is, and you completely lose sight of who you are and why you're even alive, and when you reach your breaking point, something really terrible can happen.
In short, to sum it up, Ragatha's entire plan is to gradually earn the trust of new characters and then create such chaos in their lives that the only happy outcome is to become what Kaufmo has become. To execute this, she needs her partner, Jax. I'm sure this theory will be confirmed in episode 5, and we'll learn even more about this character.